Meet The Lot, native token of Lukki Exchange and the most potential tool for investing this year. Trade now on P2B, B2B and Lukki.io.
These gentlemen need no introduction, I would imagine. If you don't know who they are, then who are you, basically? This apparently is round 3 between these two heavyweights, Fraser and Ali. The first one was in Mexico, right? Second one was on a crypto cruise or something like that. Okay, how do we begin here? What do we start? Blocks. What about big blocks and small blocks? Does that make any sense?
So I'd like to explain exactly why I'm such a big fan of Bitcoin Cash. So yesterday I got to give a talk here, and on every single person's table out there, we had the private key on a golden ticket where you could scan it with any wallet that can import a private key and claim your Bitcoin Cash right from the wallet. We gave $5 to every single person that was in the room yesterday worth of Bitcoin Cash. And that was only possible because the fees were low. If we tried to do that exact same thing with the BTC version of Bitcoin today, it would be impossible, because to move the $5 from the private key on the piece of paper into your phone, it would cost $3, and then you would have $2 left on your phone. But to send the $2 from your phone to the next person, it would cost $3, which you wouldn't have. And so that's an example of how Bitcoin, the BTC version of Bitcoin's usefulness has been undermined in commerce, because the fees currently are about $3 per transaction on the BTC version of Bitcoin, whereas the fees are a fraction of a penny on the Bitcoin Cash version of Bitcoin. And that's why it seems so clear to me that anybody that's trying to actually use a version of Bitcoin for payments, Bitcoin Cash actually works as money. The BTC version no longer does. And I say that as the first person in the world, thank you. I say that as the first person in the world to have started using Bitcoin in commerce for non-black market things.
Strong start.
So, very simple rebuttal. So for the at least the last 9 months or more, I use Bitcoin pretty much every day. I have not paid more than $1 fee for a Bitcoin transaction over the last 9 months, so I have no idea where the $3 average is coming from.
Are you calling him a liar?
And I have no idea where it's coming from, but I have not had to pay over $1 for a fee in about a year.
Pull out your wallet right now and send me some BTC, and let's see what the fee calculation is, and we'll find out right now.
So my wallets allow me to set any fee I like. I can send Roger right now $5 with a 5-cent fee, and it will go through.
With a 5-cent fee?
Sure.
Please do, and I'll post it all online later, and we can see that it gets stuck in the mempool for days or potentially weeks. It's not going through with a 5-cent fee.
Why is there such a difference in opinion here? Isn't it obvious which one's going to win out of you two?
I think the difference
we already know which one won. Roger hasn't...
So can I watch and see the fee? Can I look over your shoulder? Is that okay?
Sure. I will send you 5.
So he's sending me $5,
so,
thank you.
Okay, I'll say it. On this particular wallet, the default fee is $1.33. The default fee. I go click a button that says change fee. It's set to standard. I can just click a button and set it to low. That drops my fee to 27 cents. That's the low version.
Still too high.
I can make it lower than that because I can choose my own fee. It depends how much time you want to spend, since we're limited on time. But right now, I'll just use the 27. I can lower it to 5 cents if you like.
Lower it to 5 cents, and we'll see how many days it's stuck in the mempool.
Set custom fee, Satoshis per byte, 5 Satoshis per byte. I'm not sure how many cents that will be. 7 cents.
Let's do it before the weekend.
7 cents. You okay with 7
Set it
cents?
to 1 Satoshi per byte, like all Bitcoin Cash transactions are.
No one uses Bitcoin Cash. That's why it's so cheap to send it.
So that's an absolute lie, and anyone can go and see the number of transactions happening on the network.
Let's go ahead and lower it to 1 Satoshi per byte.
Mate, get on. We've only got a few minutes.
Lower it to 1 Satoshi per byte, and I'll bet...
1 cent fee. There it goes.
What does it say? It says transaction success?
Well, it's sent.
Okay.
It needs to get confirmed.
So here you go, Tone. If that gets included in a block today, I'll donate $10,000 to the charity of your choice.
Woo!
That's how confident I am that a 1 Satoshi per byte fee on the Bitcoin network, they no longer go through, and that's why I switched all of my time and effort and resources to promoting Bitcoin Cash because it still works as peer-to-peer cash for the world, as described in the very title of the white paper. It has a giant, passionate community of users all over the world that are busy and intent on building this peer-to-peer cash for the for the entire world, because that's the name of the game. Let's bring more economic freedom to the entire world by having peer-to-peer cash. If you just have some sort of store of value hodl thing, how does that help people in Africa? How does that help people all over the world? How does that help people in the first world even? We need to have something that works, and it needs to work for everyone, every time, every place, quickly, reliably, and cheaply. And the BTC version of Bitcoin no longer does. Bitcoin Cash does. And that's why in the long term, I'm confident that the market cap of Bitcoin Cash will surpass the BTC version of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin Cash offers fast, cheap, reliable transactions. The BTC version has slow, expensive, unreliable transactions. When you try and make a cheap transaction, you'll see it's going to be stuck in the mempool.
Thank you, Tone.
Well, normally, I still occasionally use on-chain for $5 transactions because I'm a little bit lazy, but I should really be using Lightning for those transactions because you can't send every single transaction on-chain. Bitcoin will never scale that way, and it just doesn't work. That's why we needed to get SegWit in there. The reason why fees got incredibly high and people were able to use the high fees at the time to promote other blockchains is because SegWit was adversarial. Nobody wanted to get it in. Since SegWit has been in, the fees have dropped substantially, but SegWit allows second layer scaling. All of these $5 transactions should really happen over the Lightning Network, which isn't fully in production yet, will be soon. It's significantly better than it was 6 months ago. And I've already started using it. Many people are. And give it another year, and every single transaction from $5 and under will be over Lightning. Eventually, all transactions under $100 will be on Lightning. Eventually, all transactions under $1,000 will be over Lightning. If you really need it on-chain, you will have to pay a higher fee, which I actually don't mind paying. I don't mind paying a 20-cent fee. I like supporting the miners, which are keeping our system secure.
So, Tone, what Lightning wallet are you using? So if I want to make it safe and be in charge of my own money completely like I can with any SPV wallet on Bitcoin Cash, what would I need to do?
Well, wait a minute. You're only going to have limited amount of money on that Lightning node. You're going to have what? $20, $30, $40, $50, $100, whatever you fund that Lightning with. You should still keep your Bitcoin on a hardware wallet.
So with Bitcoin Cash, anyone can set up a wallet. It'll literally take longer to download the wallet app than it does to start using it, and you are in 100% complete control of your own money, and there's nothing that anybody can do to stop it. With a Lightning wallet, how many hours or days is it going to take you to get everything set up to be in 100% complete control of your own money, Tone?
Of your own money?
Yes,
but
your own
you
money.
Shouldn't have everything on the Lightning Network. It's a second layer scaling solution.
So if
you should still keep your Bitcoin either in your own node or on-chain.
So you're not answering my question. My question is, if I want to be in 100% complete control of my own money with a Lightning wallet, how long is it going to take me?
You shouldn't do that. Like it doesn't matter how long it is.
What should I do if I want to be in charge of my own money and use Lightning wallet? What should I do?
You can set it up. It'll take you a little bit of time.
A little bit means how long?
I don't know. I haven't set it up that way yet.
So wait a minute. When you're using Lightning wallet, you're not in control of your own funds? You're trusting somebody else?
Yeah, I'm okay trusting somebody else with $20, $30 of my funds. I don't really have a big problem with that.
And how often do you top back up your $20 or $30 in your Lightning wallet?
I don't. It's $20 or $30.
So you never spend the $20 or $30?
No, I do. I don't back it up. I don't write down the private key and hide it and put it in a safe deposit box, but $30.
You don't make backups of your private keys? You don't top up your Lightning wallets? You don't even use the money in the Lightning wallet? Is that what you're saying?
No, I use it, but I don't.
So when you use it and you no longer have money in the Lightning wallet, what do you do to put more money in the Lightning wallet?
Just transfer more Bitcoin in from a more secure wallet.
And about $20 or $30 at a time?
Yeah.
And what is the fee to transfer that $20 or $30 additional money into your Lightning wallet?
1 cent, like I just sent you.
So actually, I have news about that. I was checking my wallet here, and it looks like because the fee was so low, it looks like the network didn't even detect the transaction, and it's not. Looks like it didn't even get relayed by the node, so it hasn't even arrived in my wallet yet. So people are making transactions every single time. So if the entire network,
people are using the network. You should not be paying 1 cent fee when so many people are using the network.
Or you could just switch to Bitcoin Cash and pay 1/10 of a penny per transaction.
But no one uses it. Who am I going to send it to?
Pull out your wallet right now.
I don't have a Bitcoin Cash wallet. I'm a Bitcoiner.
I guess he likes wasting his money, so.
Is there anything you two agree on? Do you agree on anything?
I don't know. How many altcoins do you like, Roger? Because I don't like them all. What do we agree on? Well, your debate with Nouriel Roubini, who doesn't like any coins, would have been, I would have had to take your side on that one. There's other problems with the way Bitcoin Cash was scaling, is that we don't have infinite free storage. As blocks get bigger, I actually wouldn't be surprised once everyone is using Lightning for all of these little transactions, that the block size would actually get lowered below 1 megabyte. Luc Dashjur really wants it to be 256 kilobytes now, and there's a reason for that, and the biggest reason is the bigger the cumulative size of the blockchain, the more discouraged you are from running a node. And the less nodes we have around the world, the more centralized this decentralized system becomes, and then I may not even trust it anymore to be decentralized, censorship-resistant money.
When was the last time you made a purchase with your Lightning Network wallet?
I use on-chain. I don't have a problem paying 20-cent fees, and they're all going through. I'm one of the bad guys right now on Bitcoin, spamming the Bitcoin blockchain because I barely use Lightning.
Do you use Lightning wallets to pay for things or not?
No, I still use on-chain. I pay a 20-cent fee. I don't have a problem with it because I don't buy things that are that cheap.
So just to clarify,
my Bitcoin transactions are usually $20 and up, and I don't have a problem paying a 20-cent fee.
So to clarify, so you're busy advocating all day, every day that everybody use something that you don't even use yourself?
I don't need to. I'm happy paying a 20-cent fee. If I really need to start sending $1 transactions and I'm too cheap and I want to pay a 1-cent fee, I will absolutely use my Lightning wallet. I'm okay using the on-chain right now. It's not that cluttered for me, and I don't buy little things. But if I was, the store on tonevays.com accepts Lightning transactions. But
how often or how many times per day do you get payments via Lightning for your stuff?
I don't manage that part of my website. I'll have to find out.
You're on the ropes a bit here, mate, I think. He was clever in getting the microphone, so it looks like he's bossing it. We haven't got long. We're going to do
it. But that's the thing. The fact that I don't even use the Lightning Network yet tells you that it's not absolutely necessary. On-chain Bitcoin still works just fine. But when it gets really congested and I really want to pay cheap fees, of course I'll switch to Lightning.
So I have, I guess, one final question maybe. So in our first debate 3 years ago, and I quote, Tone Vays said, SegWit solves all of Bitcoin scaling problems immediately. Do you still agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, the transactions became pretty cheap within a few months.
$3 per transaction at the moment? And it was
absolutely not.
The average transaction was $50 at the end of 2017, and I myself personally was paying thousands of dollars in fees for single Bitcoin transactions.
Well, that's because your business revolved around micropayments.
No, I was moving tens of thousands of dollars around at a time, and I was paying around $1,000 to $1,500 in fees per transaction to move those BTC around.
Fees have been under one. Every transaction I've sent has been pretty much under $1.50 for the last 9 months. They all went through fairly quickly, and I could have done it lower. There's no money in my wallet. It doesn't look like it even got broadcasted to the network. Oh, come on. Yes, it did. Are you sure you didn't give me a Bitcoin Cash wallet? I'm sure I used a BTC
for me
address. To scan?
Please text me the address and we'll keep an eye on it.
Clever move in the microphone, by the way.
If Bitcoin Cash had as many transactions as Bitcoin does right now, their fees would actually be bigger. There was a report about 9 months ago where someone went and took a look at the Bitcoin Cash current fee and compared it to when Bitcoin had that kind of action, which was like back in 2011. This is the equivalent. The amount of fees going on Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin had that kind of action back in 2011, and those fees were lower than Bitcoin Cash fees are.
Okay, awesome, awesome.
And also, there was like one wallet that was sending like 80% or 60% of all of Bitcoin Cash transactions. Whose wallet was that, Roger?
Okay, stop it now. Let's have a round of applause for Tone. Round of applause for Roger. I'll just call it a draw. Thank you, gentlemen. Round of applause for these two nutters.